Hi everybody, I'm Sara and we are the latecomers. The approach that we choose for our presentation is content-based instruction. This method belongs to the communicative approach and is meant to be the strength version of it, quoting Owet, using English to learn it. To examine this method, we're gonna need some help, so let's welcome the rest of the family. Moritz, he will introduce the general feature of SBI, and this is Tasmin, she will explain in details the technique we could use.
Content-based instruction. As far as the languages are acquired through communication, this is achieved by integrating language learning onto learning of a second content, for example, language for academic purposes. In order to reach the best possible output, one has to feature in two important factors concerning children. Firstly, children need to establish literacy in their native language first before learning the second language. Secondly, it is important to suit the needs of children based on their biological development. This means early acquisition is not always better. In order to act in the children's best interests, one needs to clarify objectives, for example, vocabulary or discourse organization. To achieve this result, we have to define the role of the teacher and the students by the characteristics of the method. The aim for the teacher is to teach both the language and the content by setting learning objectives, creating activities where the vocabulary can be used, whereas it is expected that students engage actively with the language and the content. Different methods used by the teachers are providing additional help for text understanding, clarification of meanings through tactics such as repetition or the use of images, design of content-related activities, and especially invoking the interest of the students. This means the teacher has to provide a framework consisting out of interaction, suitable content, and positive feedback, including the recycling of frequent errors. All of this is accompanied by sheltered language instructions, meaning the usage of particular instructional techniques whose explanation will now follow.
There are 5 techniques to improve the literacy skills of students. The first one is called Dictogloss. In this technique, students try to reconstruct an audio with their classmates that they have previously listened to twice. The second technique is called Graphic Organizers. Here, students learn to read visual displays like a diagram and write a summary based on what they have read and understood, a skill they can practice to complete academic tasks with. Language experience approach is the technique where students recite experiences that the teacher then translates in the target language. Since it is their story, the meaning is easier to relate to. To practice their writing skills, students write about something they choose and receive feedback from their classmates. They then revise their text based on these feedbacks. The last technique is called Dialogue Journals. Students write a daily journey that the teacher responds to. Here, the teacher does not correct anything.
Good job, guys! Well, that's all for now. Bye-bye, latecomers. Thanks for your time.